What's up, guys? Back for another video. So listen up to this, okay? Because this is very important. If you guys really want to change your life and you really want to see massive change around you and in your current situation, you have to understand the number one thing, which is vibration and frequency. But what exactly is the highest vibration and frequency that you could possibly emit and have, okay? Because that is extremely important for you to understand. And it's this, it's curiosity. But how do you implement curiosity the correct way? Because there is a correct way. You have to be, number one, open-minded. You have to embrace possibility. You have to embrace other people. This is what is also considered unconditional love. You have to shine through integrity and authenticity, but ultimately you have to have acceptance. Complete acceptance of who you are and who you could become by accepting everybody, anyone around you. You accept them the way an actor would accept a movie character. An actor does not judge the character he plays, he only tries to understand. The committee and even us as audiences do not judge actors based on the characters they play. In fact, we give them Oscars even if they play crazy performances. Everybody says that the best acting in history, for example, was like Heath Ledger playing the Joker. A twisted character, but we don't judge them. In fact, we praise them for the character that they're playing. And what I simply mean by this is saying that you need to accept fully the character, or aka the ego and your personality and who you be and who you can be. That is how you're going to end up allowing yourself to shift. That's how you're going to allow yourself to accept yourself fully, accept other people fully, so that there's no judgment. And then that's what allows you to be fluid enough to change. Okay, that's the number one thing. Now, when you do this, you're going to be able to be outward focused. And this is important, this is key. When you're outward focused, what it simply means is that you're truly present. You're going to be able to be present to your environment. You're not going to have thoughts or doubts or, be consumed in yourself. No, you're going to be aware and you're going to be here. Okay, you're going to be actually noticing the details of your environment. You're going to start out by doing just that. You're going to notice little details in your environment. Just, like even now on this table, like, oh, there's water here. And I'm genuinely looking at the water. I'm genuinely paying attention to it. Why is this important? Because eventually this curiosity is going to lead you to noticing things you never noticed in your environment before. Or you're going to start thinking from things that you just passively went by in your everyday life of places and things that are going to be keys to unlocking the manifestation that you desire, right? Maybe you've been stuck on a problem and then you start being present in your everyday life. You're just going about, just again, detached. That's important. You're just detached. You're genuinely just curious about life in general. You're checking out the flowers here. You're checking out whatever, right? And then all of a sudden, an idea pops into mind. And you go, wait a minute. That one place that I've been to, now that I think about it, you start remembering details. Now that I think about it, this place could have this or that. I wonder if I should check that out. You go and check it out, again, with that acute awareness where you're super aware to your environment, what's going on. And then you go, You go to the place and you're like, oh, wait, what is this? I never noticed this before, or I did notice that I read it, but I didn't really focus enough to see something that was right in front of me, to see the details, to see the solution that was right in front of me the whole time. This is how solutions come about. This is how you become a great problem solver and have more creativity, etc., is by being present. Because as Rick Rubin talked about, simplicity. It's all about simplicity, but it's also about how the solution is right in front of you and it always has been the whole time. You just haven't paid attention. That is what we talk about when we talk about awakening in general, and spiritual awakening, is that what you need is right in front of you. Everything that you need to go to the next level in your business, relationships, health, whatever it is, it's right in front of you. The answer is right there. All you have to do is realize that. All you have to do is realize, oh shoot, this is what I need to do, by being present. The problem is that people aren't going to truly be present until they feel absolutely safe. If you don't feel absolutely safe in your environment, you will not be present. That is how it works. You just will not be present, okay? And the only way to feel absolutely safe is by healing your traumas, is by healing the limiting beliefs and things that are circling in your brain all day. Because if you have those things, you're going to be phasing out, you're going to be, just staring off into space, zoning out, right? And you're not going to be focused on the environment and on the people in front of you. You're not going to be able to give them your full undivided attention. You naturally can't do that until you heal yourself and until you get rid of your limiting beliefs that hold you back. And once you get rid of that stuff, you'll be able to fully be present and actually be able to see what you need to do in order to close that sale, right? In order to have a better relationship. You'll be able to actually see what people are giving you and what you need to do instead of being stuck in your own head. Oh, how do they think of me? Oh, this and that and this and the other. That is the key. If you want to learn how to do this process and you are ready to take the next step, link is in my bio. Okay, go ahead and check out our programs. But I will leave you with this. You have to get to this point. Because until you don't get to this point, you don't have clarity. Once you get to this point, like, you have so much clarity as far as what to do next. You understand exactly what to do, and it was in front of you all along, and it was so easy to understand that you're just like, you just pay attention to what's right in front of you. You're like, that's the answer. That's what I have to do. That's what I have to do to go to the next level, and that's what I have to do to improve my relationships, my health, and my wealth, and everything else that you want to improve. Be present, be aware, and notice when the solution is right in front of you. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.